London Hot Radio.
Right. Good evening, London. Yet again, we're here at the one and only London Hot Radio. I hope you all had an amazing lunch. But now, let's get to the real deal. Today, we're going to dive into the pool of medicine and what tech has to do with it. We're talking cameras. Yes, those holes in your phone that you use to take selfies on a daily, or photos of your lunch at a cafe. But here, in the medical world, it's a superpower, a weapon that carries history from decades. Think about it. Back in the day, medical photos were grainy and rough, but snap forward to now. The big 2026, where tech has grown immensely to be a big lifesaver. We're talking tiny, pea-sized cameras that are inserted into your heart, and the AI algorithms that scan each freckle on your skin long before the human eye ever could. It's no longer about pictures, it's about development, planning surgeries and building new tracks for photographers. So, next time you call your phone camera crappy, think about somewhere else out in the world. A doctor might be using that same technology to save a life. Now, let's pass on to the
Theatre. We're going to be talking about theatre. Very two different topics.
Yeah.
Mine might be a little more boring because it's a little longer. So strap in. You're gonna need to hold on. So theatre. I'm really interested in theatre. I love theatre, and I really want to get into it as a career. But it can be really difficult. But why? Because a lot of people, they call theatre kind of like the industry. It's so ominous and like this big title. I don't get why people call it the industry. There are so many other industries, but no, it's the industry. But why? Mainly because it's so big and it's really hard to get into. Like, it's not about what you know or what you do, it's about who you know. Theatre is quite complicated. You could go to drama school or lessons or a drama group for years, go through training for singing, dancing, but sometimes it just goes out the window because someone else that knows someone else who knows someone else who knows someone else who likes that person, they get put in. And I think people get kind of closed-minded when they think about theatre. They get really excited. Oh, I want to be in that stage.
Yeah.
I want to be performing. But I think there are so many careers. Like, it's such an open industry. That's why they call it the industry, because it's so vast. And I think people just close their minds. And a lot of people, like, for example, content creation. A lot of people, when they think content creation, they think YouTubers. Like when they were a kid, they were like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to make my own YouTube channel with my friends. It's gonna be so fun. I think what people forget is that there are YouTube channels out there that are like big. They're basically companies. Like, I don't know if any of you have heard of a YouTube channel I really like called Smosh. It is like a huge, basically a company. It is so big. They have a massive crew of people. They even have their own HR team. It is massive, and it's like those people that you see in the videos, that you see in the screen, they're in theatre because that's what they do. They make content creation, but like they still have like theatre majors and stuff, and it's those people that you see in short films. It's those people that you then see in like off-Broadway musicals that they made that are like 1.5 hours long. And then it's those people that you see in movies, and then some of them even go on to go to Broadway and West End. But if it's such a massive industry, how on earth am I meant to go in? You know, how am I supposed to put myself in there? Personally, I think you just have to find as many ways as possible to just put yourself out there. And I think YouTube is one of those amazing platforms. It's a great example of that. It's an amazing platform where everything is so accessible and it's really easy to express yourself. Which at the same time is kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, anyone can put anything out there, which is good and bad because the demonetization team of YouTube isn't maybe the best. But I'm not gonna talk about that too much.
Also, they should do more to protect kids and content.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes they focus on the wrong things because sometimes the bad content can be a little hard to find, so their job is quite difficult. But who knows? And I'm not going to waffle on about the internet too much because I will talk for like half an hour longer, and that will be like half of that just will make no sense and just bad, so we're not going to talk about it. But just starting with the little things, and I think too many people just wait for an opportunity. They think, I'm just going to wait, something will come up, and that's going to be my big shot, my big chance, and that's when they're going to put themselves in. But I think I'm going to be a little hypocritical here, because I don't do that, but it's something I want to do next year, because I've realised if I want to get into this industry, it's something I'm going to need to do. So it's like you need to make your own opportunities. Like, I'm sitting in assembly in school, it's really boring, and they're talking about, oh, you get involved with all these opportunities, you need to like grab everyone you see. But the school doesn't offer that many, like, there's this film challenge, but they always like put it at the worst times, like I can't do it. So sometimes you need to make your own. Go out with your friends to the park, make a short film, post it on YouTube. Maybe it'll get traction, maybe it will get 0 views, it'll get like 5 views and then 2 dislikes, 1 like. Maybe it'll go horrible, maybe it'll go great. But you need to put yourself out there, build up your confidence, and that's, I think, personally, a great way to get in there if you like don't have the time or money to go to drama groups and stuff, which is what I'm trying to do and what I'm going to do, hopefully, next year.